So in honor of the fact that I actually did my makeup and hair today, I'm going to be doing a video. Now, not a makeup video, I will need to get around to those tomorrow. But it is a book video. So, June and July has been slow months for me. So, the book I've just finished is John Green's Paper Towns. Okay, everyone and their mother has heard of this book if you haven't read it. And if you haven't heard of this book, then you've heard of John Green. Anyways, I went out and ran to the store and picked this up because my friend Kate had just finished reading it, and she said that I needed to like drop everything I was doing and pick it up right then and there and read it, because apparently it was like the best book ever. So anyways, I dropped everything I did and I sat through the approximately 300 pages and read it. Now, thoughts on this book. Okay, she made it sound really good, but I don't know. Anyways, let's have a basic plotline because I went into this knowing nothing at all. So it's
set in Orlando, Florida. Love Florida. Florida's my place. I don't live in Florida, but I wish I did. And, so yeah, it's set in Orlando, Florida. The main characters are Margot and Q, or Quentin, or, well, really, his name is, really the main character is Quentin. But anyways, Margot is this badass, popular girl who knew Quentin at a young age, but dropped contacts as they grew up. And now Margot has moved on to being practical prankster and, I don't know, the perfect dream girl, depth, interestingness, badassery. Yeah. So basically, everything, my bangs look weird. Yeah. Anyways, so she comes to his house one day in their senior year, and he's like, I need your help to pull off a prank, Quentin. And he's like, okay. So they pull off this prank. And after that, he's like, oh my god, I actually do love her. And he spends the rest of the book trying to solve her mystery.
Which, I'm not going to spoil what it is. But yeah, so if you don't want any more spoilers, you should probably leave. But if you don't care about spoilers, or if you've read it, or if you, I don't know, just stick around. So, my thoughts, as much as Margot sounds like a fabulous character and like the ideal person, I think she's very flawed, and I don't know, I just didn't enjoy her character that much. I really didn't enjoy many of the characters at all. I find that with John Green's books, I tend to identify with the male leading role, and I would say leading role, but in Fault in Our Stars, I think I more identified with Augustus than I did Hazel. And yeah, I haven't read all of John Green's books. I have an abundance of Catherine's over there, and then I haven't read the ones that he's done with other people. But I have Looking for Alaska, in which the main character, what was his name? Miles. Okay, Miles. I knew it started with an M. Miles I really identified with, and I really identified with Quentin, but Margot and Alaska, I just wasn't feeling them. They weren't people I think I could relate to very well. They're not people I was like, and of course I'd like to have some aspects of them, but they all have huge character flaws, which I just didn't really like that much about them. I also didn't like how they broke into SeaWorld, because SeaWorld's like the least favorite park. But what are you gonna do? I'm really getting washed out, but it's this light or no light. And yeah. So, story flaws that I found, like in Looking for Alaska, I kind of caught on to what was happening. I was like, oh, I know what's going on. But in this book, I was like, okay, I have no idea. Oh my god, it's like I don't have an idea. I just had no idea of where she could be, what could be happening. I was so lost, and I was so confused, and I wanted to stop reading because they weren't making any progress, but I wanted to keep reading because they always seemed like right about to find something out, and it was a bit frustrating for me. I keep touching my hair, I'm sorry, because it doesn't want to stay. I should probably get dry shampoo and stuff. Anyways, yeah. Profoundly motivating, moving. I mean, I gotta remember how it ended. Okay. I didn't find it that moving. I kind of thought the ending was a little bit cliche, and I mean, it could be more cliche. He could have just been like, I will go anywhere with you. But I feel like it was a very expected ending. Nobody died. Well, there was a death in the book, but nobody we had emotional connections with. So, you know, I think that was kind of upsetting. It was rather predictable. Excuse me. Yeah, kind of rather predictable on that note. What was something else I didn't really enjoy about it? Or I did enjoy. Let me see. Okay, Ben's character, my friend told me, started out as a moron and then progressively got better and more likable, but he never really got more likable. I felt like I could relate to him more than I could relate to Margot, but because he's like retarded funny, but I still feel like he wasn't a person that I was just digging in the story. I don't know. I mean, you can't have every character be a bomb, amazing character, but I don't know. Radar, I found very interesting, and I liked his character, but I don't have much to say about him, to be honest. Lacey, she did grow on me. I did start liking her towards the end of the book. She was somebody that I enjoyed. She wasn't like, oh my god, fave character, but she did grow on me, and I did start to like her.